Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kwam Walla coming at you with another lesson. Before I get into this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahahak Wadash. Also, I want to give double honors to my elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach this truth and who rule well. Kazak Shalom to the hopeful elect. And right here, I got a video queued up, which I had an article. And for some reason, the recording app was telling me I couldn't record while certain ads was being recorded, so I had to find a YouTube video on the same article. But right here on the title, it says, this is CBS Evening News, it says immigration agents told 18-year-old U.S. citizen you got no rights here during an arrest. All right, we already know with the cruel lord Nero Trump is pushing these executive orders to where a U.S. citizen have no rights. All right, first it was just immigrants, which they're only pushing towards Northern Kingdom. What about all the other immigrants that flowed in through the Biden administration when he was letting everybody through the borders? All right, but now they're only targeting what? Northern Kingdom, but really they're targeting all Israel, man, because now he's signed an executive order to where he can target any U.S. citizen. And even still, this U.S. citizen that was targeted was, Northern Kingdom, but it don't exempt, Southern Kingdom. All right. He just was deporting the Haitians, which is Levites. All right. But now within this executive order, he can come after whoever he wants. All right. It's been immigrants here, just like I believe Elon E. Musty, all right, is an immigrant. But you have immigrants that been here, all right, and haven't been deported, still committing crimes. I just seen a TikTok reel, where an Edomite woman was basically talking about how her father was an immigrant and done, crimes, and they arrested him and never deported him. All right. Why is that? Because why? He's an Edomite. All right. At the end of the day, this is their kingdom. All right. But at the end of the day, they only targeting what? You Jakes. But anybody who really comes against his system, all right, you will be taken out the way. That's why they got these detention centers, developing and being built up, man. But I'm gonna let a bit of this play, all right.
Christian Benavides reports when the 18-year-old immigration advocates in Florida say the expansion of state and local law enforcement's role in illegal immigrant crackdowns contributed to the violent arrest of an American teen. CBS's Christian Benavides reports when the 18-year-old said he was a U.S. citizen, the response was, "You have no rights."
Wait, that's not how you arrest
on the ground.
This was the moment Border Patrol and Florida Highway Patrol officers detained a U.S. citizen while conducting immigration enforcement. Kenny Linez, an 18-year-old high school senior, was on his way to work as a landscaper with two other co-workers and his mother, who was driving.
I got rights to talk, bro.
You got no right here.
I do.
You're illegal, brother. Get up. I was born and raised here.
As a U.S. citizen, you hear that from an authority figure. What goes through your heart, through your mind?
And at the end of the day, you have no rights. All right, you saw back in the day, the 1700s. All right, he declared Jake being 3/5 of a man. All right, so in today's society and these times now, all right, these Edomites, they remember that. All right, they keep that within themselves and within their hearts, because why? They have a perpetual hatred. They will never look at Jake. Well, they see Jake as the ultimate man, but they don't want him to be at his true level, man. That's the whole reason of all these executive orders, everything Esau did to put us down. All right, even from the time of coming out of slavery until now, even the time of slavery. All right, Jake man was belittled. All right, Esau wanted Jake to be looked at as he was nothing, but at the end of the day, even the Edomite woman, all right, knew what it was. All right, even now, and you see it, because now, all right, Jake got the Lord gave Jake the times we in now, all right, to come out that bondage, up under Esau, to now, just like in the Holy Roman Empire, we had, we was basically running everything, and now basically, we don't have the power seat, but at the same time, everybody following and listening after us. All right, and these damn devils know it. But not to defer. All right, back to this. All right.
I don't know. Like, there's me hearing them saying that I have no rights here because I look like Hispanic.
The video comes as Florida will deputize more than 1,800 additional law enforcement officers to conduct immigration operations as part of a statewide crackdown.
No resistes, no resistes.
They were pulled over for having too many people sitting on the front seat of the car. 2 passengers were undocumented. Officers deployed a taser.
What am I doing? Hey!
But yet you have 15 Edomites on the back of a pickup. All right, I just seen a whole video going back to Hurricane, I believe Katrina, when it was, I believe martial law was declared, but you had Edomites, which was basically police, riding around and popping Jake that was outside, you know, and it was revealed because they had a video of them talking about how it was a great time, the best time, how they was doing things, man, blasting Jake. All right, this was not too long. This was a couple years ago, man. But
We're not resisting. We're not committing any crime to, run away.
Lainez's phone keeps rolling after he is detained, capturing this exchange between the officers.
Starting to resist more now. We're gonna end up shooting somebody. Just remember, you can spell that too with a $30,000 bond.
Laws are just, they're no longer being respected. They're no longer being upheld.
Mariana Blanco is a director of the Guatemala Maya Center, an advocacy group that opposes Florida's new crackdown.
Deputizing these agents so quickly is going to bring severe consequences.
Florida.
And scriptures talk about whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. All right, Esau has the power to do what he will right now, but not against the elect. So as far as the power of him having the sword, all right, that's his gift, that's his blessing. All right, but he only gonna be able to use that on 2/3 of Jake, and then you're gonna have martyrs. All right, but at the end of the day, that was ordained from the Lord, and they're gonna be delivered from the day of evil. All right. This is I got it queued up. This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. All right, see, in our kingdom, you ain't gonna see all this wickedness that you see in Esau's kingdom. You ain't gonna see homelessness. You ain't gonna see chemtrails. You ain't gonna see people being oppressed to the point where they unaliven themselves. All right. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Everybody is going to rejoice in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, when we are in rulership, all right, we're going to have everything in order. The scriptures talk about how the fir trees rejoice because there is no feller, all right, to cut them down. All right, and that feller is Esau, man, and fir trees is the nations, man. All right, everybody is going to rejoice when we set order on earth. It says, but when the wicked rule, the people mourn. All right, the wicked is Esau. All right, and the scriptures talk about in 2 Samuel 23:2 how the ruler of the people must be just, meaning righteous. All right, you have a wicked king. All right, a cruel lord. All right, it says the people mourn. You have people bugging out all throughout this country. All right, you see Jake mourning because he's over oppressed because of Esau, his executive orders, and now he got his goons, all right, to patrol the streets and pick up Jake at any time they want to. All right, this is how you know we're coming into Jacob's trouble, because at any time we can get our doors kicked in at 3 o'clock in the morning and picked up for a hate speech or whatever, man. All right, because these Jewish people know what's going on and they want to stop us. All right, making us an offender for the word. All right. And just to, because I had this queued, just Job 9 and 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, for this short period of time, all right, Esau was given to bear rule over the earth, man, the 4 corners of the earth. All right. It says, the earth is given to the hand of wicked. He covereth not the faces. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Who's the true judges? All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, the elect, the angels. All right, Esau paint them as to be white. All right, to be Edomites. All right, but at the end of the day, with the earth being in the hand of the wicked, all this corruption is going on the earth. That's why all the evil have to be taken away for the good to be sown fruit. All right, but for now, you're gonna see nothing but wickedness. You're gonna see Jake getting snatched out their cars, Jake getting snatched out their apartments, their houses. All right, their kids getting snatched out the schools. You already been seeing that. All right, this is the earth being in the hand of the wicked, and then how much more would he been doing to the earth? All right, with his left wisdom. All right, left hand wisdom. All right. It says, if not, where and who is he? All right, only Esau is doing this. All right, this is a fact. All right, pointing out who the wicked is. All right, he's the border of wickedness. Anything you see that's going on, even though the scriptures say Jake have exceeded the deeds of the wicked, but who did he learn it from? Jake gonna be the best at whatever it is going on, but who did he learn it from? Who did Eve learn it from? All right, that serpent that turned into this dragon. All right, and now he's what? Pushing his draconian laws. All right, and now you can't do nothing but, until these times, you got to deal with it until the Lord either lift up a standard or whatever happens, man. And that standard in Isaiah 59:19, I believe, is a way to escape. All right, the Lord will give us a way to escape from out of these devil's hands. All right. This is Sirach, chapter 10, and verse 2. It says, as the judge of the people, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. All right, that cruel Lord, that's Trump. All right, his officers is just as cruel, man. They're going to be the ones actually fulfilling, some of that hatred, man. Shooting Jake out on the streets, running up in Jake houses, just talk about in Second Esdras. All right, what is that? Second Esdras, I believe 16 and like around 68 or 70. I'll go to that after this. We're talking about how they should be destroying them that fear the Lord, taking them out their houses. This is what the times we in, man. All right, Trump is putting these orders out so that can't happen, man. This is prophecy, and we just got to deal with it. All right, the Lord gonna deliver his elect, man. It says, Sirach 10:2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city, such are all they that dwell therein. All right, everybody is gonna end up going with the flow of this man's order, but the elect is going the scriptures talk about how the Lord reserves 7,000 men that's not gonna bow down the knee to Baal, and that's 7,000 going to completion, but it's talking about the elect. All right, the 1/3 with the which is the righteous remnant, the 144,000 with it. All right, some of the 144 are in the spirit world, but he's gonna try. All right, but the elect it's not gonna move, man. All right, till the Lord come. It says, such are all they that dwell therein. Those are gonna be the ones that's following after, this beast system, want to keep up with it and all that. But it says, an unwise king destroyeth his people. And Esau, the scriptures talk about in Ecclesiastes, all right, woe to him whose king is a child, and woe goes into destruction. Child meaning you young-minded, you don't know what to do. You just ruling, you just, doing anything. And that's what Esau's doing. All right. It says, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, this city shall be inhabited. All right. I'm going to read verse 4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. See, Esau think he got control because the Lord gave him power for a certain amount of time, but the Lord said he set a bound for Esau that he cannot pass. All right. But it says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, Esau. It says, and in due time he will set up one that is profitable. All right. And that's going to be Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai's kingdom. All right. Daniel 2:44. You know. I'm going to go to Psalms. Psalm 17:13, it says, arise, O Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua says, disappoint him. Who's him? Esau. Meaning what? All these devices that Esau got queued up against us, these executive orders he got planned against us. All right, as King Alpha's playing all these things. All right, the Lord is going to disappoint him. His whole beast system. Lord is going to, man, get rid of all that, man. Disappoint all that. Put a sabotage to it. All right, throw a monkey wrench in it. It says, to point him, cast him down. All right, that's what the Lord is doing ever since 1969, 1970, since the truth has been springing out of the earth. This whole system has been crumbling, man. All right, especially in this end times, all the way from, even from the infrastructure. This shit is breaking down, man. All right, but the wisdom that they putting out, they running the AI. All right, they don't know what to do. All right, the Lord is casting him down. All right, about to make him sit in the dust. All right, which is confusion, a lower state. All right, they about to be back to where they was, up under our feet, and as base man, and we're gonna dog them. All right. Psalm 17:13, it says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right, Esau is the sword of the Lord. All right, so whoever get caught up by him, at the end of the day, the scriptures say whoever perishes being innocent. All right, but we want to be delivered, like it says in Psalms 144, and I believe 11, rid me from the hands of strange children, man. All right, we want to be, beam me up Scotty, man. All right, we don't want to be touched by this defiled ass devil, but like if we got to be martyrs, all right, man, we got to deal with it. All right. Where I'm at. Verse 14, it says, from men which are thy hand, O Lord. So that shows us, like Scripture spoke about in Proverbs 21:1. Let's say the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and the Lord turneth it whichsoever way he will. All right, the Lord is all omnipotent. The Lord is the one that's in control. The Lord is the master chess player. The Lord is the one who gave Esau this rulership for this short time, man. It says, from the men which are thy hand, O Lord, from the men of the world which have their portion in this life. When you go to 2nd Ezra, the 3rd chapter, towards the end, it talk about how the heathen flow in wealth, how they got everything. All right, Jacob only had, through King David and King Solomon, we only had 80 years, all right, of rulership. In Acts 1:6, the disciples who became apostles asked the Lord when the Lord was going, is it now you're going to restore the kingdom? No, we coming to the times now. All right, time had to go by. The wicked had to be revealed. All right, we had to be scattered. We had to prophesy until the end come. Lord willing, we be them men. It says, whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure, they are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. All right, but the Lord is about to cut off their prosperity, man. He about to make Esau cough up every treasure he didn't had. All right, it's about to be returned, and then they're going to be slaves up under us. All right. It says, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. All right, the scriptures talk about his prayer slaughter. All right, for their children. All right, this is the times we coming into. All right, 2nd Ezra 6:9. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right? You can't hear this enough, Esau. This that dreadful sound that's in your ears. All right? Every day. All right? From the apostles on down. And the like-minded men is bringing out this truth. All right? And no one can deny it. All right? Scriptures talk about how there's nothing you can do against the truth, before the truth. Everything that's been coming out, even down from Putin to the Russian icons, to everything, man. Everything is, this is time of truth. Everything is being revealed, all the way down to Esau. Esau is being made bare. Everybody's seeing Esau for what he is, a weak bitch. You feel me? Since I quoted that second Ezra, I mean, you get the point. The whole thing is the devil, like I said, Revelation 12 and 12, he's about to come down with his wrath, because because he got to get shit. That's what he was basically already about. Right? Him being able to fulfill his will, him being his will on earth, until the will take him out the way. And with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edified to the resurrection. Next time, we'll all praise on his will. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Yahweh. Also, I want to give double honors again to my elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone, teach the truth, and who will well. Kazak Shalom, to the hopeful elect. Until next time, Shalom.